here, 3v3 Siccaris Plateau. Blue side we have BAM as an Eldar Warlock, a bit late to get moving there. Offensive commander, fights melee, has some offensive and destructive spells too. Using fleet of foot, very quick on his feet. XPhial as a Lord General, fights ranged, has a retinue of stormtroopers that he can add to throughout the game. Lots of support and defense. And RAGNAR as a force commander, fights melee, offensive mainly, can support and very versatile going into tier 2. Red team has Spirit as another force commander at the top. Gpipe as a Commissar Lord, offensive and support commander, fights melee. And we have BobTheDespoiler as a Warboss, fights melee, good at destruction and could do some nasty damage later on. Support abilities too. He's gone for triple sluggers, including the sluggers he starts with. BAM goes for Guardians into Banshees, up against Spirit at the top here where there are two VPs, natural for red in the east and natural for blue in the north. Needs those Banshees up here. Scouts take a nice destructor from the Warlock, that's his starting ability. Double scouts then for Spirit. No doubt we'll get shotguns to deal with the Banshees at some point. Huge engagement in the center. Sentinel stomps all these sluggers. Gpipes also stomps on guardsmen, forcing them off. Bob needs to rely on Gpipe to take out the blue sentinel, I think, or the sluggers are going to get stomped and shot to pieces. Lord General just gets away. I assume we will see a boss pole from Bob, maybe even a Bam Bam Hammer. Warlock went down here. There's a plasma grenade, well dodged by Spirit. Bad engagement for BAM. Banshees, very late to join the fight, are going to be forced off themselves. Might take a loss if BAM is not concentrating, they do get away. There is the boss pole, you see that effect there. Great support war gear. Looks like they're trying to hit Blue's power, which is full. RAGNAR going for Tactical Marines. I assume he's going for another Tactical Marine squad or perhaps Assault Marines. Spirit, I assume, will go for Devastators or Assault Marines. Sluggers trying to burn down a node. Warboss forced off. Force Commander's going to be forced off here, surely. Puts up his Iron Halo. Sluggers taking heavy losses, one squad forced off. They use their war, getting him into range. Another squad forced off though. Last squad trying to get losses on these Tactical Marines. Catch them in retreat, but they don't take any more losses, down to 2 members, and get away. Reds have completely capped the top thanks to Spirit's great first engagement against BAM. Banshees now catching Tactical Marines in retreat, they have their aspects. Assault Marines on the way for Spirit, that's going to be tough going for BAM. Assault Marines will easily counter those Guardians, especially if they are bunched up like that. More Tactical Marines on the way for RAGNAR. 2 heavy weapons squads on the field for XPhial, no doubt, to try and deal with the sluggers. Suppression is the bane of sluggers, especially setup teams, until they get their knob leader in a way. Boss pole, of course, does help out a bit with suppression resistance. Assault Marines on the field with Spirit. Jump infantry that fight in melee, good at disruption. Pretty tough too. Banshees working on this node. 364 plays 457. Bottom is going to be blue. Heavy weapon squads setting up, covering each other. Maybe they expect Storm Boys from Bob. Tier 2 for Gpipe, the first to go. Blue's now trying to hit Red's power at the bottom. Looks like Reds are all going top. Bam is going to have a very tough time defending. Does manage to take back his victory point soon in a way. Banshee's trying to decap this power node now. Gpipe and Bob hanging out in the center, not defending their power here. Tier 2 for Ragnar. Here they come to defend, a bit late. Power is completely wiped out. Banshee's forced off at the top. Might see a grenade in retreat. Banshee's pretty spread out though. Ouch, they do lose 2 members. Great play by Spirit. Last member gets away with around 4 HP before regen kicked in. Tactical Marines can now retake this power node. They of course cap 50% faster than any other unit in the game. Sluggers, all 3 have burners. Good grief. Commissar Lord has his flak jacket. Blue's pretty strong at the bottom though. Sluggers are trying to go for power again. Here comes Gpipe. He needs support though. Sluggers dallying a bit, aren't going to be able to support him in time. And Guardsman squad wipes. The other Guardsman squad needs to run away right now in melee with a force commander and do so. Bob a bit slow to support. Ragnar going for a Razorback in tier 2. Spirit now going tier 2. 3, 4, 5 plays 4, 2, 3, 2 to 1 for red. Both Sentinels still alive. These sluggers are going to go down and do. Bob loses his first slugger squad. The other 2 get away though. Merciless Witchblade I can see on this Warlock. Good melee weapon against Assault Marine since it drains their energy so they can't jump away. Spirit is hitting Blue's power here. Top is still completely red. Blue's having it a bit tough going in the early game. Bam. Completely pegged back here by Spirit. XPhial having to expend quite a lot of power to deal with those sluggers you see. This heavy weapon squad covering the VP and this heavy weapon squad covering the rear of that heavy weapon squad. Razorback on the field for Ragnar, support vehicle for Space Marines, allows them to reinforce and you can transport stuff in it. Bam, again trying to hit Spirit. Assault Marines jumping the Guardians. Might see a grenade spike on them. No, they use Fleet of Foot and run away. Banshee's on them now. With Guardian support, those Assault Marines taking a lot of damage, but so are the Banshees, very close to wiping here. That was very late to retreat them and they're going to die, and they do. Bad engagement for Bam. Assault Marines get away with 2 members. Warlock also goes down thanks to a Thunderhammer hit in retreat. Grenade Spike almost takes out the Force Commander, and if they focus him he will go down to 12 HP and gets away. Or not. Range fire from the Guardians takes him out. Many people underestimate the firepower that Guardians bring. They're not the most durable of units, but they do pretty nice damage. Here's an Autarch called down with her grenade, sub-commander for Eldar. Very quick on her feet, fights melee by default, can leap into combat, healing herself, forcing off scouts. Looks like Spirit is in full retreat, though he has been reinforced by Gpipe here. Autarch will try to recap Blue's natural. It's now a 1-to-1 because Blue have taken Red's natural thanks to sneaky scouts from Ragnar. Stormtroopers on the field for XPhial get their anti-armor kit, giving them melter guns. Short range weapon that is good versus all targets. Massive Orks. You see Bob going for a war truck to support his boys, and also a weird boy. You see he's gone for Warpath, which he can use to buff the speed of his sluggers, along with they're knob leader, they're going to be very, very fast. Just set your Weird Boy to melee stance, use Warpath, and you have very, very speedy sluggers. Stormtroopers are infiltrated, no stealth detectors on this Ork army, so they couldn't see them. Top is now rapidly turning blue thanks to Ragnar's tactical marines and BAM. Scouts trying to cap this wreck point now. Orks surely outnumbered. You see Warpath, and there's Warp Vomit too. Weird Boy is ridiculously quick. Sluggers need to retreat though. Took a lot of losses there, or took a lot of damage. Doesn't look like they took many model losses. This squad down to 2 members, down to 1 in fact. This squad still at full strength. What is this slugger doing? It's a very strange retreat path. Gets away though, I think. Tier 3 for Gpipe. XPhial is already tier 3. 295 plays 347. Autark in melee with a load of stuff. She's gonna die unless she can jump away. Jump away now. Really need to jump away now. BAM makes a mistake of retreating instead of jumping. And loses that Autark. Gets more Banshees now. Chimera up against a Razorback, which goes down to the Stormtroopers. Great play from Gpipe, getting in close to get rear armor hits with those Stormtroopers with their infiltrate. Heavy weapon squad has las cannon, the other still with the default heavy bolter, so it retains its suppression. Red's now overtaking the top. Seems to be all blue or all red at the top with nothing in between. Scouts with their sergeant giving them a frag grenade for Spirit. Ragnar lost his Razorback and his scouts, only has 2 tactical marines left. BAM is at the bottom now, hitting Red's power. 277 plays 347, counter is stopped, but it will be a 2-1 for Red. There it is.
The Temple Exarch leads us, Banshees.
Exarch on that Banshee squad, you see she has dual wielding power swords because they don't have their aspect yet. Very rare you see her without her spear. Assault Marines jumping them, stopping this cap. Or not, they did manage to decap and get away. Red's pushing Blue's central power. Force Commander will be lucky to get away here, and he's not lucky. Weird Boy levels to 2. Sluggers are still level 1. One squad is level 2 though. 263 plays 347, tier 3 for Ragnar. BAM trying to hit Red's power here. Commissar Lord has his Fist of Brockus as well as his Flat Jacket. He's doing very nasty melee damage now. War Truck, Chimera, here come Guardsmen. Force Commander teleports in, uses his battle cry to constantly disrupt that blob. Both Force Commanders going for the Thunderhammer. They're not very often you see that. 2 opposing Force Commanders both going for the Thunderhammer. Reds can now push this power. Blues don't have enough here to defend, so they're just hanging back. I haven't seen the artillery attack of the Weird Boy since he's been used in melee to warpath with these sluggers. Bob going now tier 3. I assume he wants knob squads very quickly. Chimera getting double repaired by Guardsmen. Tier 3 for everyone now. XPhial, Gpipe and Ragnar already there. Here come Assault Marines jumping a Warlock. Force Commander's there too. Knocking him down. Such great disruption from that Thunderhammer. Warlock just gets away. Huge engagement here. Huge retreat from BAM. leaving Ragnar's tactical marines in a very bad way. Needs to get them out of there. They're going to go down, I think. That's a fully upgraded tactical marine squad going down as a single tactical marine squad, and that is it. Ragnar, and the retreat grenade takes out one of their members down to 2. XPhial holding the bottom, but he's got nothing to fight. Stormtroopers with their melter guns are pretty good against generators. Grenade launchers of the Lord General and 2 Guardsman squads forced them off though. Commissar Lord doesn't want to get involved. 2-to-1 cap again for red. Blue team having a torrid time at the top here, especially Bam. Ragnar too not doing too great, but he does have assault terminators on the field. Elite melee unit, super heavy infantry armor, unique to the Force Commander. Thunderhammer and Storm Shield by default. They cannot retreat because all of the other Marines will make fun of them. D cannon forced off by Assault Marines. They will have to deal with these Terminators though. Lose a member in retreat. Lucky not to use another, I think. Might see Lightning Claws on these Terminators to deal with the blob of Orks and Guardsmen. Here come those Orks. Taking out Blue's power here. Blue are power starved, have 2 generators up here and that's it. Baneblade on the field for XPhial though. Baneblade also on the way for Gpipe. 165 plays 347. Super heavy tank for Imperial Guard, bristling with guns. Very, very powerful against other tanks. Force Commander, lost the indicator for him, but he is forced to retreat, I think. Yes. There's a D cannon. You see the insane range that it has, artillery unit. Here comes the Baneblade. Red team have now spotted it. There's None Shall Fall from the Force Commander, for the Commissar Lord, sorry. Also has his Emperor's Wrath. That was a singularity, was it? Forced off those sluggers anyhow. Commissar Lord trying to take out the Force Commander, I think. He's forced off though. Here are knobs on the field for Bob. Very powerful tier 3 infantry. Have their knob leader, don't have their hammers yet. Knob squad are very bad news if they can get into melee range of a Baneblade. If we, yes, Weird just got over there. May see him throw these knobs at this Baneblade. No sign of it, yeah, there it is. But we have a creeping barrage. I assume that was for XPhial. If so, that's a great way to get knobs off of your Baneblade. Blues retaking the top, trying to take Red's natural here with a Lord General. Merciless Strike knocks him back from the Assault Marines and he's forced off. Ragnar's Force Commander needs to be careful. All he has now are Assault Terminators and they are being chased by knobs, thrown away by the Warlock. Great thinking from Bam. Predator on the field for Spirit in its default state. Ouch, Baneblade almost taken out with one shot. Force Commander of Ragnar went down. Ragnar's had a torrid time. That was a Demolisher Cannon. Baneblade versus Baneblade then. Reds have the advantage since they have those very deadly knobs. They have their hammers now too. Double Guardian is trying to repair this Baneblade. Force Commander teleported in, I think, yes, and disabled that Baneblade with his newly acquired Power Fist. Flesh over steel. That was a Melter Bomb too. Assault Terminators forcing off the Assault Marines down to half health. Demolisher Cannon, ouch. Banshees forced off. They survive though. Lehman Russ on the field for XPhial. Looks like it's going bottom, I think. have our Chimera here, flanking this las cannon. Does it have anything inside it? Yes, it has plasma guardsmen, 2 of them. These heavy weapon squads taking tons of damage. Medipack going off, healing this one. Tries to set up in time and does so. Guardsmen will take lots of damage at close range to this heavy bolter. They're trying to tough it out and force melee, but they can't, are forced off. Knobs and sluggers running right here, locking down Bam, and that's a warp throw into double plasma. Great play from Bam. Sluggers forced off with a single member. Terminators teleporting to try and finish it off and get the sync kill. Terminators, of course, inspiring nearby allies every time they kill something. They are caught here though by knobs who have hammers. There's the demolisher cannon. Insane action at this top. Ragnar still down over here. Have a repair bunker. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Ragnar. Avatar on the way for Bam. This is turning into a crazy game. Terminators will try to decap. Scouts are going to chuck a grenade, I think. There it goes. Missile from the tax is hitting those Terminators, are doing lots of damage. Terminators are a large target, so things like missiles and las cannons have 100% accuracy against them. D cannons set up miles away. Ouch, assault Terminator taking tons of damage here. They are forced off, in fact. Got the melter bomb on the Baneblade, but here is the avatar from Bam. Super unit for Eldar, fights melee, hugely powerful. Also buffs surrounding infantry. Ouch, Wailing Doom almost wiping that scout squad. Spirit very determined to take out this Baneblade. We have anti-vehicle stormtroopers being tied up now by the Lord General, forcing them off. These assault Terminators down to a single member here, waiting for that Land Raider so they can reinforce, I assume. Blue still have the bottom, red still have the top, 2-1 for red. Warlock trying to cap back his natural. Avatar chasing this Predator, which is very low on health, 20 HP. He's not going to catch it though. The buff to tanks speed really helping them survive. Baneblade showing its rear armor to the blue team. Nothing to take advantage though. Double knobs on the field for Bob. This squad getting its knob leader. This squad already in the action. Repair bunker, healing that Predator very quickly. There's a heavy weapons squad inside it. Assault Terminators can now reinforce thanks to this Land Raider. Super unit for Space Marines. Health regen, reinforcement point, and the retreatment point. Retreatment? That's not a word. Retreat point. Not bad in combat too. 2 heavy flamers, assault cannon, and multi-melter. A bit of a lull in the action. Reds regrouping for another push. Manticore on the field for Gpipe. Commissar Lord is level 2. Spirit's Force Commander level 5, but he's dead. Warboss is level 3, has his nasty power claw. Looks like he's going for Blue's power here, or not. He's going to try and flank Blue from the rear. Lord General's level 4, Warlock's level 4, and Ragnar's Force Commander must be inside the Land Raider or something because I can't select him. Assault Terminators spotting the massive orcs are, I won't say running away because they'll get angry. They are calmly walking in the opposite direction. Warlock using his global ability, I think, to boost the speed of all infantry. Orcs moving in. Needs support. Spirit a bit late to push. Manticore strike on that Baneblade. Getting rear armor hits from this other Baneblade too. Orcs trying to push. A Nob squad on the Land Raider, another Nob squad on this Baneblade. Have Assault Terminators to deal with though, who level up to 2. Spirit very slow to support here. 81 plays 189. 2-1 cap for blue. Something is trying to cap the bottom. It's guardsmen who are building cover, they're not trying to cap. This Baneblade is going to die, I think. Very determined Nobs with Commissar Lord help. More Assault Terminators pulled down by Ragnar. Commissar Lord's going to die. Nobs are going to die. Bob lost one of his Nob squads and a Slugger squad, I think, in that engagement. Land Raider survives just. Here come Guardsmen. Fully upgraded with plasma guns. Ouch. Take a Demolisher Cannon to the face though. Assault Terminators managed to decap that point for Spirit. Assault Terminators are chasing this Baneblade, knocked away by the rocket run. They will shrug it off, but it does save the Baneblade. 81 plays 167. More sluggers on the way for Bob. Avatar at base healing up. Land Raider needs repairs. Horse Bonder retreating. Red's completely dominating the map here. Though they don't seem interested in pushing the bottom, I'm not sure why. Just want to push this top. Providence used by the Warlock to try and cap. There's a Manticore strike though, knocking him down. Guardsman trying to help out the Warlock. Providence allows the Warlock to finish the cap. 2-1 cap now for blue. 81 plays 165. Ragnar has rebuilt, has scouts, double Assault Terminators, and a Land Raider Redeemer. Reds again regrouping for another push. Bob loading up on Slugger squads. Weird Boy's still alive, level 3 now. 2-1 for blue. Reds have 145 VPs. They're not overly rushed. I think the Orks are moving to the bottom VP. They will be able to cap it.
The enemy is claiming a victory.
Tactical Marine sacrificed for Manticore line of sight for the Emperor, says Spirit. Ouch. Guardians done in droves. Banshees don't lose a member though. Probably because of the damage reduction buff that the Avatar gives them. Lehman Russ being chased by a mass of sluggers. They're getting rear armor hits. Warboss meanwhile capping bottom. Gonna be a 2-1 again. Blues need to do something here, need to push. XPhial asking the Land Raider to move up. One of Ragnar's Assault Terminators getting low on hit points, chased by a Commissar Lord with his Power Fist, takes out a member. Reinforced now by a bunch of Guardsmen and Guardians. Level 4 Guardians with their Warlock will be dishing out some pretty nice range damage. 2 D cannons on the field for BAM. Baneblade being chased by Assault Terminators. It does have repair bunker support though. Assault Terminator is not going to risk it. Healed, in fact. That must have been a medikit from the Lord General, who is now dead. Gpipe also dead. 1-1 cap. Reds lost their natural momentarily, now have it. 2-1. Manticore still on the field. Reds pushing again. Blue's natural. Warlock comes to cap bottom for blue. Land Raider back to full strength. Knobs chasing these assault terminators, but they're now supported. There's a Wailing Doom, doesn't hit anything. Flare on that D cannon. Now a huge push on the Land Raider by these Orks. Spirit not supporting again. There's a Manticore strike on the Land Raider. Almost down to half HP. I think these Orks are going to finish it off here. Avatar's in melee with a Warboss, but he, yes, has his heavy armor, so he's hugely tough. Over 2000 HP, and down goes the Land Raider. Assault Terminator is forced to get out. Spirit has 2 Assault Terminators of his own. All 4 Assault Terminator squads have Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields. Avatar uses Wrath of Cain. Damage and knockback. Still a 1-to-1 cap. A little skirmish over the bottom VP. Force Commander and Warlock will force off these guardsmen though. And Force Commander tries to cap bottom. 51 plays 106 Battle Wagon on the way for Bob. Ragnar only has his Assault Terminators now. And his Force Commander, of course. Lord General is still down. Commissar Lord is trying to cap. Uses None Shall Fall. But he dies very quickly once Assault Terminators got into range. Manticore strike on these guardsmen, forcing them to retreat. This D cannon constantly raining shots in here. Wailing Doom on these Assault Terminators is going to hit a couple of them at least. Another Baneblade on the way for XPhial. 43 plays 106. Double Scouts have this Predator up to full HP. Should get a Las Cannon, I think, to try and deal with the Avatar. Very surprised that not one Assault Terminator squad has Lightning Claws. You see Ragnar's Assault Terminators are level 4 here. Over 8,000 hit points. The other squad is level 3, over 7,000 hit points. Avatar now being used a bit more aggressively from BAM. There's an Eldritch Storm, in fact, doing quite a lot of damage to BAM's own Avatar. Avatar now in melee with the Baneblade, might get some rear armor hits. No, it looks like he's not going to risk it and move off. As is the Warlock in full retreat now. Battle Wagon on the field for Bob. Super unit for Orks. You don't see it very often. Knobs usually preferred. Needs to be garrisoned in order to have all its ranged weapons fire. Needs a bit of a buff, I think. Autark called down from BAM on this bottom VP. Here comes the Battle Wagon to reinforce. Autark jumping in, healing up these Banshees. Force Commander with his Iron Halo. Warboss chasing him though, needs to be very careful. That Power Claw is going to take him out pretty quickly. It's a level 6 Warboss here, over 2000 HP with that heavy armor. Autark trying to cap. Assault Terminators helping the Autark out. Autark's going to die here. One more hit. She does jump away just in time. Ouch. Assault Terminators are killed, are they? Not sure what happened there. Was that a third squad killed? Good grief. 43 plays 43. You can't get much closer than this. Blues have done an amazing job to hang on, considering Ragnar had so few units and they lost almost complete map control. Avatar can't cap, of course, in melee with a Commissar Lord. Battle Wagon forcing off. Eldar using its Death Roller to run her stuff over. Looks like the bottom is going to stay red for now. Force Commander of Ragnar is down. Lord General is still down. heating up at the top again. Baneblade versus Baneblade. XPhial's second. Disabled by the Force Commander, but here come Assault Terminators to help out. Ouch, they take a Baneblade shot. This Predator finally has a las cannon level 2 now. Double Assault Terminators going after the Baneblade. These Assault Terminators teleport to try and take the VP. Another Autarch pulled down the third for BAM. Or it might have been the second who just sky leaped, didn't see. Looks like the Blues are going to lose this. No, they stopped the counter with 2 VPs. 2 plays 43. Bottom is red. Blues trying desperately to cap the top, but they're not going to do it. No way the Autarch can survive. She's taken out, in fact. Assault Terminators now can cap for the win, surely. BAM has triple D cannons. No way they can get to bottom in time. No way they can get to red's natural in time. Amazing game. BAM and Ragnar had a pretty torrid time, but held on. Scouts taking over the cap. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Battle wagon running riot. Put down a rocks. And finally, Reds decide to cap their natural, and there's the game. No, Blues decap the bottom. Unbelievable. Force Commander trying to cap with his shield. And Reds finally take the game, decapping Reds natural for a 1-0 cap at the end. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.